The writing was 100% on the wall when Todd Monken got up there on Tuesday at his introductory press conference and said what he said about Jim Schwartz. I didn't take this job for Jim Schwartz. I wasn't trying to chip Jim Schwartz. I was trying to chip Myles Garrett. We're all sitting there going, whoa, whoa. So we knew at that point that this did not go well when those two had their conversation. I think by the time he stood up there, he knew full well that Jim wasn't coming back. I don't think they're motivated at all to let him out of that contract and go coach somewhere else. They wanted Jim here, and they felt that he could work with Todd Monken. So this is not something where they're parting amicably right now. I'm sure cooler heads might prevail down the road, but right now, this is a little bit of an ugly ending for Jim here.
Personally, I think this is probably what's best for Todd Monken moving forward, to be able to kind of put his stamp on this team. But it just feels like both sides sort of messed this up. The Browns initially, by kind of thinking like, hey, it'll be all right if we don't give Jim this job, but he'll still want to work here. And then Jim, by not really handling things very well when he didn't get the head coaching job. So now you've got this situation where the Browns don't want to help him out. He obviously didn't want to help them out at all. There's an alternate universe where maybe Jim sits down with Todd Monken. Maybe they just don't think it's going to work, and Todd goes to the Browns and say, you know what, we need to go in a different direction. And now Jim is free to go look for another job. Initially, I don't know that the Browns were doing the right thing, but now I think Jim just didn't handle his exit very well, and he's kind of stuck here because of that contract.
A lot of the dust around the league has largely settled. There's already been some speculating on Twitter with the Raiders tried to make a move for him possibly, but there's not a ton of options. From what we can glean, what we know about this reaction, I just think it was bungled by everyone. I have been saying since the day they hired Todd Monken and these reports came out about Jim Schwartz that you can never say never in the NFL, but based on that reaction, it just seemed unlikely that this was going to be salvaged because it was such a strong reaction. I think everyone kind of kept that opportunity open, but by the time we talked to Todd Monken on Tuesday, as Mary Kay said, it just seemed like the ship had all but left